In this video, we'll walk through how to submit various types of awards to enterprise services. We will provide an overview of the different award types, review the systems in which you would submit them, and demonstrate how to submit group and mass awards via the portal. Please note that this video does not cover the submission process for end-of-fiscal-year awards. For EOFY award submission, please reference our end-of-fiscal-year non-performance-based awards micro-training. Depending on the number of employees your awards request impacts, you'll submit an individual, group, or mass award request to enterprise services. If you're submitting an award or bonus for one employee, you will submit a personnel action request via HRConnect. This request then goes through the necessary levels of approval within the system and flows to enterprise services for processing. Please note that only managers or HR professionals will be able to access HRConnect. Awards which impact 2 to 9 employees fall under our Group Awards category. For these, a manager or HR professional submits the request via the portal. If you're in Census or BEA, you will have the option to submit group awards in HRConnect or via the ES portal. Finally, mass awards encompass bonuses or awards impacting 10 or more employees. You'll submit these types of awards to enterprise services via the portal. Again, please note that awards associated with the end-of-fiscal-year non-performance-based and performance-based processes will be submitted to enterprise services through a slightly different process. For more information on the submission processes, descriptions of award types, monetary versus non-monetary, and relevant policy details, please reference the Awards Knowledge article in the Enterprise Services portal. Let's begin with an overview of how to submit individual awards. Managers, HR professionals, or their HRConnect proxy submitting an award for one employee will do so in HRConnect. Once a user logs into HRConnect, they'll see the tiles on the HRConnect homepage based on the access they'll have in the system. From the home screen, managers will select the My Team tile. They'll then select the eligible employee from the Direct Reports list. Proxies, on the other hand, will select the Proxy Actions tile. The system will then list the managers you're currently configured to act as a proxy on behalf of. After following the steps we've just outlined, managers and proxies will reach the Data Personnel Actions page for the employee receiving the award. From there, you'll specify the type of award you would like to request for the employee, such as Cash in Your Accounts awards, Time Off awards, or QSI. After entering in the appropriate data and submitting your request in HRConnect, the award will flow through the levels of managerial approval your organization has configured in the system before Enterprise Services receives it. If the Budget Office approver is not included in the HRConnect approval routing, attach the completed CD326. The next type of award is Group Awards. Group Awards encompass awards impacting between 2 and 9 employees. You will submit these via the ES portal. The date you submit the award determines the earliest date the group award can be effective. Actions submitted after the required cutoff date for the requested pay period will have the effective date moved to the next pay period. For more information on period date ranges and the cutoff dates for submission, please see the PAR Submission Guidance Knowledge article for the current year. In the CD326 form, check the group box in the top right corner indicating this is for a group award. Enter the names of all employees receiving an award within this request and separate them with a comma. In the narrative justification field, include the justification for why the employee should receive the group award. The CD326 has details in the latter pages on what you would need to include in the justifications for each award type. Once you've completed the form and obtained the required approvals, attach the CD326 to the request in the portal. Please note that managers are responsible for keeping a copy of the CD326 with the justification and budget approval for audit purposes. The last award type that we'll cover in this training is Mass Awards. Mass Awards encompass awards impacting 10 or more employees, and similar to Group Awards, NOAA and HCCS managers must submit these through the ES portal. Managers in Census and BEA can either submit in HRConnect or the ES portal, but should not submit the same award request in both systems. For Mass Awards, download, complete, and reattach the Mass Awards template, including the Budget Office signature. There are instructions within the template on how to complete the fields. To request more than one type of award, such as Special Act, Time Off awards, On the Spot, submit a separate request for each type of Mass Award. Additionally, each request must have a unique justification. Failure to do so may lead to delays in ES processing your request. Managers must also complete a CD326 for every employee prior to completing the Mass Awards template. Although the form is not submitted with the request, managers are responsible for keeping a copy of the CD-326 with the justification and budget approval for audit purposes. Now we will transition to the Enterprise Services portal and begin demonstrating the submission process for group and mass awards. Welcome to the Enterprise Services portal. Today, we'll walk through navigating to the awards request page, submitting a group award request, and submitting a mass award request to Enterprise Services. Please note, we will not be demonstrating how to submit an individual award, as this is completed in HRConnect. However, should you need to submit an individual award, navigate to HRConnect by selecting My Applications and selecting the HRConnect tile. Let's return to the landing page. To submit a group or mass award, first navigate to the Award Service Request page. You can do this by either selecting Request Services on the service bar and browsing the service catalog, by searching Awards in the Universal Search bar, or by selecting the HR menu, choosing the Parse topic, and selecting the Awards tile. Today, I'll use the HR menu. Now that we're on the Awards Service Request page, we'll walk through the process for submitting group and mass awards. Prior to submitting a group award, complete the CD-326 with justification and budget approval. You can get a copy of the form on this request page by selecting Group Award under Award Type and downloading the form via this link. Please note that managers are responsible for keeping a copy of the CD-326 with the justification and budget approval. Once the form is complete and has the necessary signatures, return to the Service Request page to submit a group award. In the next field, select an effective date. Review the current year's PAR Submission Guidance Knowledge article for submission date details. This may be available in the Related Articles section of the Award Service Request page. Otherwise, you can search PAR Submission in the Universal Search bar. Use the current year's calendar to determine the effective date. For example, if the next upcoming deadline is March 13th, my effective date must be between March 26th and April 8th. Return to the Award Service Request page to enter the effective date. Next, designate the type of award these employees will receive using the Award Name drop-down menu. Then, enter in any additional information which would be useful to know when processing your group award request. Since I don't have any special instructions, I'll enter NA. Use the Add Attachments functionality at the bottom of the page to include the completed CD-326 form. Check the box confirming you have completed and attached the required documents needed for Enterprise Services to process the request. Select Submit to finalize your request. You'll then be taken to the My Tickets page for this group awards request. You can track the progress with completing your request and interact with the ES processing team right from the ticket. Let's return to the award service request to demonstrate submitting a mass award. For mass awards, you'll follow a similar process to group awards. After navigating to the awards request page, select Mass Award under Award Type. Download and complete the Mass Awards template and obtain Budget Office approval on the template. Please note that managers are responsible for keeping a copy of CD-326 with the justification and budget approval. After doing so, you can return to the awards request page and reselect the Mass Award option. As with the group award request, specify the effective date you'd like the employees to receive the award. In the comments, provide any additional information which would be helpful in ES processing your request. If you've included all necessary information in the Mass Award spreadsheet and have no other comments, You may enter "Please see attachment" in the comments field. Next, attach the completed Mass Awards template, including proof of budget office approval and any other document which would assist ES in processing your request using the Add Attachments functionality. Then, check the box confirming you've included all required documents to the Mass Awards request. Select Submit to finalize your request. For more information about the awards process, please see the Awards Knowledge article. Thank you for joining us today. Check out more resources on the Enterprise Services portal.